Too early for that.
I mean, it's being awake is whatever Wario clearly is not right now because he's not at his panel.
He's busy taking
It's just like Wario to not be here for this.
Yeah, he's currently taking the pills that just turn him red.
Oh, that's weird. You know, things don't work if I don't forget to close my desk. Yeah, this isn't working. Okay. Where are you going to show up? You're here? Okay. Do you need me to play your intro music again? Why are they clapping for you? Because they want to know the truth. Don't worry, we got plenty of substance. He does. Okay, so why are we introing you to that song?
Well, because it's about resisting the vaccine.
It's the opening to a mecha anime from like 2009. Where I believe they fight fascists, which I believe is what you are.
Well, no, that's the toadist elite. They represent the toadist.
You just have no media literacy, do you?
The drill is the double so the DNA that they're messing with the vaccine.
Can we just start? Wait, what are you? No. Remember, before you start, you have to read your disclaimer. You have to read it out loud.
InfoWario is not a serious news show. Any facts presented by Wario or guests are merely opinions and do not reflect the views of Nintendo, Fanime, the Foundation for the Eradication of Gen 5 Pokemon, The Onion, or reality.
You have to read the whole disclaimer.
None of the products sold are effective in their intent. Do not purchase them.
Thank you, Wario. As your Onion designated fact checker, I appreciate you humiliating yourself like that.
Also, this is a family show. Today's broadcast is one of the most important I've ever done. That's why I was late. I had to get all the facts in order before getting on stage to present to you.
It has nothing to do with the fact that you had to get a Diet Coke.
That's a coffee.
Yeah, where'd you get it?
Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, it's Sunday. They're closed.
Don't show how important this episode is. We've got several guests. First is Kuzma. PK Rule. Shadow. And of course, a toad whistleblower. Who's gonna really blow the top off of the toadist conspiracies.
I mean, wait. I mean, if the whistleblower is so important, I'm going to apologize if we say something untoward in front of a child. I'm just going to say that right now. This is 16 up, so you knew that coming in. I just want to make that clear to everybody. He's a 25. Yeah. In what? He doesn't look 25 in dog years. Anyway, I just want to make sure right now, if we say something, this is a 16 up panel. Yeah, the amount of times people get mad at me. No, stop it. Anyway, we were doing a presentation. Wario, if the whistleblower toad is so important, why aren't we opening with them? Why is that child not up here right now explaining the situation?
It's called showmanship. Save the best for last.
This is an urgent broadcast, though.
Since we're literally stripping the wires out of the walls, pay our bills. So, we're going to be administering a loyalty test. And since we're stripping the wires from the walls, pay our bills. I'm going to show you a series of images instead of giving you all individual tests because we don't have time for that.
Why are we giving them a loyalty test? They're an audience.
Well, we have to determine if they're patriotic before watching the truth.
I hope you will fail.
You were sent a text message asking you to buy the house of coin. Do you click the link and spend your life savings? Raise your hands.
What life savings?
Yeah, you're in this economy, I guess.
Accept bananas.
No.
Do you accept stolen bananas?
This man gets it. Is Farcoin available for this game?
Sorry, Farcoin?
Farcoin's real.
I think we should just move on.
I think it's time to move on.
We should not listen to Chris. No.
Can I buy you a Waluigi coin?
I believe, okay, Wario, tell them if you accept NFTs.
Of course we accept NFTs.
You're just trying to bankrupt yourself more, aren't you?
Something like that. Anyway, Ludwig approaches you on the street with a strange contraption in tow. Do you let him test the contraption on? Raise your hands.
I'm into that.
I really don't like this audience.
I like the hands.
Is this available in the DoubleTree?
I like the Oasis is trying to walk away from Board Island allegations.
A train arrives to take you to work. You can take a leisurely ride to work where you can read and prepare for the day. Or do you drive your Mushroom Kingdom car? Raise your hands for taking the car.
Your Team Skull, all you do is like hang out at bus stops. It's your whole thing.
Not train.
Yeah, but it's public transit.
Shenyu reaches out, asking you to gather some talismans that he and Bowser can use to bring about the end of days. Do you help him or work with the traitorous Jackie Chan? Show hands for help.
Better than the correct
No.
Discussing opposition to Jackie Chan, not in aid of the dragon.
So you're a third faction.
We don't take paid protesters like those toadists.
Well, I assume Organization 13, which is not run by Jackie Chan, but wants the talismans. You can work for them.
Okay.
Yeah. They seem legit and not at all shady.
I'm close enough there, Senator.
You are. Okay. Can you finish this loyalty test already? I just want this over.
You go to the grocery store and notice the price of a dozen eggs is $10, but it was $7 when Mario was present. Which amount is lower? Show of hands for $10.
Freedom ain't free.
Freedom ain't free.
Damn straight. Did I just steal him?
I mean, I think he'd send you.
That's anti-capitalist. We don't allow that, I think.
It depends on where you're stealing them from. If it's a Walmart, hell yeah, brother. If it's like a co-op, pay for the damn eggs. Then this question isn't relevant to you.
I appreciate the homestead.
What is this, Survivor? They don't give them chickens in Survivor anymore. Okay.
Okay, so
No!
I'm making the Koopas.
You really don't want this panel to continue, do you? Slide 13 of 104.
Can't make any Koopas. We're going to deal with Koopa police. We'll deal with anyone who failed the test. But for the rest of you, it's time to begin the show by talking about the news and how our proud culture is being poisoned. As you all well know, Valve-based allegations. They led a gang of Koopas to take the castle. But we all know that was a false flag by the villainous, the heinous, the sleepy Mario. Luckily, these Toad Stooges were jailed and ordered restored, so that President-elect King Bowser could continue his rule and also marry Princess Peach and many great others.
I just want to be clear. You are saying that Mario sent a group of Toads disguised as Koopas to lay siege to the castle.
Yes.
And then Mario took power and he jailed the Toads he used to siege the castle.
Yes.
And then you ran a fundraiser for those Toads.
I would never do that.
And now that Bowser's president, he pardoned those Toads.
Those group of patriots finally got the justice that they deserve. That's why I did a fundraiser for them.
They killed a royal guard.
He was a toad. So Bowser was recently gifted a new gunship from the Nomar Slave Corporation.
Never say we aren't current in our references.
The toadist media wants you to think this was a bribe. But he has engineers that could build a new airship at any time. As we all know, it's only a bribe if you say pretty please before receiving.
Does this have anything to do with the real estate deal?
Who's right?
Oh, sorry. Let me update that for you.
That's just good business sense.
You mean bribe?
I mean business sense. Since ascending to the office of the president, Bowser has been searching for his one true, constitutionally mandated love, Princess Peach.
What do you mean constitutionally mandated? He signed that yesterday. It's an executive order.
His hair is so red.
What?
It's a time-honored tradition, I said. You think he did this? However, since Bowser won his landslide victory, Peach cannot be located. Sleepy Mario has kept Bowser and his true love apart for so long. And now he can't even have his wife. We got to check in on our intern on the ground. Where was the first place I checked?
Hurry up, intern.
Hi, I'm here. And by the way, my name's Natalie.
Yeah, like I said, intern. Where did I check for the princess?
Well, I checked the castle, and we didn't find her on the castle grounds, in her bedroom, or in any of the portraits that had on the walls that have hidden worlds inside of them.
Oh, what about the kitchen? She was making Bowser a wedding cake.
Not only was she not there, but the cake mix was unopened.
That's a crime. It's a crime. Oh, what about the penguin? Did he see anything?
I asked the penguin. He did not have her, but said, and I quote, "Mario dropped my child off."
Luigi, I would keep the toad away from Mario. Just for safety purposes. Oh, I think 25, it'll be
Dastardly Mario. Hurting kids again. I bet that child laid in his land disc on his arena growing up. It's silly. Gonna have to tell Bowser about that now that he sees, watches over the castle. He's gonna go back to the file and see what I can find.
Yes, boss.
That's Mr. Boss.
Can you treat Natalie better than that?
Why would I do that?
She works for you.
Remember, I'm going to be having that whistleblower talent and confirm everything I've been saying about the toadist ball for years. And only uncover the truth is our first guest. Here's mine.
Yo, I'm losing a new song. Thanks for having me. Big fan of your work, Wario.
Woodward. Be specific. I would like a
You know, just bringing the truth to the masses and all that kind of thing.
Yeah, I'm going to do that.
You chose a song to intro to about how you don't think magnets work.
And write the dogs.
Yeah, it's science. It doesn't work.
That's the thing.
Alright, so I'm going to get right down to it. I've got a new book dropping, and that's what I'm here to tell you about this time. We got a book, Chariots of the Ultra Beasts. Available this November. You listeners today get the early scoop because of all the juicy info I've etched in this book. Because those pyramids we have down in the Karibo region, I mean, we've all heard tales growing up of how they enslaved Machants to build them, but that's impossible. We all know Machants can't lift stone blocks that big, and Machants the strongest Pokemon we got. So, what was it then? It wasn't Pokemon, it was Ultra Beasts. I mean, what if the big rock can move itself? It's just a stack attacker. I mean, it's clearly, like, the ancients, they worshipped these Ultra Beasts. They were visited. And, I mean, it gave them everything back then.
Yeah, checks out. When I was in the pyramids, I could see the footprints of the stack attackers.
You're saying footprints in sand.
Yes.
It's sand.
I honestly thought.
They're over 3,000 years old.
What? Wait, what?
Wario is wrong.
If you don't want to be a weak, flimsy Machamp that can't even lift this lousy sandstone block, you can get Armed Force Plus. You two can build a pyramid in your backyard and keep our history free of those Ultra Beasts. With my patented formula, you will grow not one, not two, but 3 total extra arms. Live for the game in arms. By Armed Force Plus, and it'll
That looks uncomfortable. That's a lot of holes in that tank top. At that point, just don't wear a shirt.
And all those flying UFOs that they tell you they can't identify, well, the truth is they can identify them. They just don't want to tell you about them. Those are the cruise missiles up there, flying over our heads. People think they don't notice, but we notice. It's just the man doesn't let us talk about it. They gotta keep it mum. It's crazy, huh?
Much review of the task force wants you to think that that's alien technology. That's small, fast, but it's the Ultra Beasts. Because it's an extra-dimensional being that can break the laws of physics.
And then, do you ever wonder why there's so many bug aliens in movies? Like Starship Troopers, Men in Black, the list goes on forever. This is because of the original bug alien. The signs are all there. People need to wake up. Buzzhole came first. And, I mean, they even presented the Fermarosa corpse in Congress. There's no more definitive proof than that.
You know, they tried to sweep that under the rug and some that obvious fake.
And then, have you ever stopped and wondered why our Christmas trees have stars and covered in electric wires and lights? They didn't have stars or electric lights back then. It's like, the ancient legends has nothing to do with that stuff. But you know what they did have? They were visited by the Ultra Beasts. And then they worshipped them. They made an entire holiday about giving gifts to the Ultra Beasts to keep themselves safe. It's why they designed the tree to look like their ringleader, circuitry. It all checks out, man. Wake up!
I'm happy you're switching to a comedy show, Wario.
We're serious.
Okay, fine. Kuzma, how exactly did you find all this out? Did it have to do with anything maybe with your connections to the Aether Foundation?
Aether Foundation. That bunch of nefarious European worshippers? Who's that telling me something true?
No, you got it all wrong. See, I'm the one calling them down. So like, I gotta get all my information from them. So I'm the one running the company.
I think you're also the one running an OnlyFans with Lucidine. Yeah, I mean...
That can't be real.
I thought you were a real man.
She's literally stepping on you in most of the videos.
So nobody can see those.
Yeah, they're free online.
Get out of there! You smell like sulfur! Sorry about that, viewers. Can't believe I let a Fiorentina worshipping Beto on the show. Our heathen insulted our most sacred of holidays, Christmas.
You literally just agreed it was not an alien.
I remember that. Well, now that that's 3 years ago, unfortunately, I tried asking my question.
What did you want to ask Guzma?
Who would win, one of each Pokemon or a billion lions?
A billion lions would win. This isn't hard.
Okay, but how many Pokemon are we at right now? Like, 100,000? It's like Pokemon with 10 lions.
Pokemon win!
No, there are like 1,000 Pokemon right now. That's a billion lions. They have to take out a lot of Pokemon. Each Pokemon has to take out a lot of lions.
Well, okay, but Raichu can generate enough electricity to cause an the elephant thing. That's like, what, 10 or 20 lions?
Yeah, and Raichu has to take out like 10,000 lions. Sorry, 100,000. I had the math on here.
Were they allowed
A million?
to evolve and use Z move?
Yeah, you're right, 1 million. God, I have a degree in statistics. I'm fucking this up. Huh? It's 1 million lions per Pokemon. You really gonna play that math? Okay, keep trying, Wario.
Alright, so I think Alakazam come up with a plan. He's got an IQ of like, what, 5,000? You know, something about Alakazam himself. That's what I think he could come up with a pretty good plan.
Okay, what's the plan?
I can't let that information leak to the lions, so we're gonna move on. My cargo skin is like 18,000 degrees. It's like twice the heat of the surface of the sun. That would kill.
Cool, so what's up with this?
It's a child.
Yeah, and what's that child hugging?
My cargo.
Children are fire.
And how hot is the Macargo?
Why is the temperature of the heat?
So I would think if this happened, the kid would look like that, the background would look like that, and the planet would look like that.
Oh, those are fembots.
Huh?
Yeah, the fembots.
Those are fembots. Even Ash and Brock were fembots.
I mean, they make all sorts of dastardly fembots down there, so yeah.
Okay, here's the thing. Like, Pokedex entries are written by literal children. There's just be like, Macargo's hot, twice the temperature of the sun. You think those are scientifically tested?
Yeah, well, you can't tell the legal age but it's 10 years.
Yeah, that doesn't change anything here.
And those are research assistants. It's a real
I thought you didn't trust scientists.
I trust real science.
You trust 10-year-olds.
Yes.
Okay. Do you have any other points you want to make?
Okay, well, how would they deal with Pokemon like Registeel or ghost types like Gengar?
Well, you see, lions, they have teeth for biting, and they have claws for slashing.
Yep, that's right.
And bite and slash are attacks in Pokemon, right?
I suppose.
And what type of attack is bite?
Normal.
It's dark. Here's the thing. Nothing's stopping these apex predators. They will literally eat your ghosts.
Anyway, we got breaking news on the ground with what the Toad Stream media uses called wedding tape. So in turn, what have I found out?
Well, I went deep undercover this time to investigate the X-Naught Fortress, thinking they had kidnapped her in retaliation to Bowser's tariffs.
Yeah, I should just capitulate those.
Well, bad news, she wasn't there.
Did you check out her bathroom?
I did, actually.
And she wasn't there.
No. And the cake mix was unopened still.
Yes. Well, you should keep working on
Actually, I have a question about that. You had me travel all the way to the moon to look for Peach, but didn't give me any travel funds. Can I at least get some money for lunch?
Results payment no results to pay, but if you could give me a sandwich, that'd be great.
You know, you could like unionize and demand better working conditions, right?
What's that?
Don't listen to him. He's easily got flies on his eyes. Get back to work.
Okay.
Mr. Boss.
You're such an asshole.
Remember, we're going to be having a total explorer on to confirm everything I've been saying about the toadist ball. And help me with uncover the truth is our next guest. Rule. Glad to have you here, King K. Rool.
That's President King K. Rool to you.
Of course, I really appreciate that patriotic Mushroom Kingdom song just introduced.
That's literally the Soviet anthem.
Yes, a very patriotic song for my people.
And my people. So what first thing that you learned from here, King K. Rool?
Well, I'm here to set the record straight about the so-called Donkey Kong country.
We're just bringing war criminals on now, aren't we?
You may have been told by the Toad Street media that Donkey Kong country is the ancestral home of the Kongs. But this simply isn't true. If you don't mind, I will only take 30 seconds to 1 minute to give you a quick reference to history.
Can we keep it down to like 15 seconds? We're going to have to do an ad break pretty soon.
I suppose I could dumb it down for the benefit of your audience's puny attention span?
Actually, this conversation ran into the ad break, so we're going to do that real quick. It may hurt for your solo voice to hear this, but President King K. Rool here has a peak masculine figure.
They said the next line.
What he said. And he got that way by taking my supplements at Force Plus.
I definitely didn't.
At Force Plus turned me into the man I am today. Look at these clear, proven results.
What, did you just get red?
If I can turn my keg into a six-pack, you can't shoot with Ad Force Plus. By activating your alpha keratin receptors, it'll have you burn more fat than I burn.
Are you done yet?
Only available on my website, Dr. Wario. Curious.
Bad news, everybody. That website has been shut down.
Anyway, as I was saying, the owners of the so-called Donkey Kong country have never truly been in dispute, even if you don't include our ancestors who literally walked with the dinosaurs. Our glorious scaly hides have existed for tens of millions of years. The Kongs, by stark contrast, are total noobs who just bought the game and are busy feeding a mid. Before they showed up, our kind thrived. Among the land's scenic vistas, its magnificent watering holes, where we spent our days on the soft, sandy beaches, lounging and feasting upon the island's plentiful supply of crocodiles' favorite food, bananas.
Phone going on?
President Bowser? Yeah, that's not cool. But everything changed when the Kongs showed up. It's not Chinese.
We're cursed.
Everything changed when the Kongs, aided by Princess Peach and her toadist minions, showed up and ruined everything, with nothing but disrespect for the Kremlin homelands. They absolutely trashed the place with their loose banana peels, loud music, and tasteless peanut bars. We simply had no choice but to intervene to save our home before they turned the whole ecosystem into a
They could just
house.
fucking leave.
And of course, we got nuclear waste.
Wait, what?
No, when the comms built down their own nuclear power plant.
Oh, yes, when it was definitely the Kongs that blew up the power plant with no outside help whatsoever.
So they got their chemicals into the water. I never did it on purpose. The comms wanted to test their bioweapons into the water supply. The comms are putting frickin' chemicals in the water. To the frickin' frogs gang. With their new radioactive formula, they're ready to work with the toast to launch an attack on the Kremlin water supply. Although the products can be cavities anymore, it would have ruined the livelihood of all of our dentists. And if you're sick of the comms turning your frogs gay, there's only one cure. Gold direct from Wario.ru. To buy the only cure, known cure, the only known cure, gold. Simply throw the gold into your water supply and its mineral composition. Break down the comms bioweapons and a delicious banana aftertaste.
Good news. Gold direct from Wario.ru has been shut down.
I guess, yes, of course. You see, we spend a lot of time in the water, and I've seen firsthand that our great Kremlin frogs are a bit more flamboyant than they used to be, certainly less virile. But not only are the Kongs doing this with impunity, they're also starting an arms race with advanced weapons research.
They literally gave up all of their advanced weapons in an agreement to not be invaded.
Really? Then explain Funky Kong's armory.
Oh man, one guy has some weapons. Good for him.
To the gills with state-of-the-art anti-Kremlin weapons, including coconut guns. If they shoot ya, it's gonna hurt.
Whoop-de-doo.
They've also invented barrel rockets for reconnaissance and, worst of all, business fashion. You see, given these grotesque provocations, it's entirely fair for us to use proportionate force in retaliation. And, wait, what?
It's a balloon.
And why is it here?
Do you want it?
They're not really my cup of tea.
I mean, but balloons are great. They signify party. You can bring friends. Yeah. We can bring friends to the party with the balloon. Like you know who likes living in balloons? Donkey Kong. We can bring him back. Would you like to meet DK again?
You see, I would love to, but as I said earlier, I just got a call from President Bowser, and it's really important.
Yeah, okay.
I gotta take it,
Okay,
so
cool.
bye.
I think the real bummer was the ICC was about to show up and arrest his ass. Run, you coward. We would have had an actual balloon, but that's not allowed. Yeah.
Our next story tonight is about the desecration of our historic landmarks, known by Professor Egad. The professor's mansion served as a state house. He rose to the rank of Confederate general.
The Confederate generals
Yes.
in the Mushroom Kingdom.
Yes.
A nation that had no allegiances in the Civil War is constructing monuments to slaveholders.
It's ours. Unfortunately, toadist super soldier by the name of Luigi Mario broke into a public park and desecrated the monument.
And how did he desecrate your monument?
He removed the ghost on the park.
It was harassing a 5-year-old.
That toad was 10 years old. They get that treatment all the time. It's fine.
Okay, Matt Walsh.
And that's why I will not rest until we're able to grab enough money for me to buy my show. I need help EGAD restore the mansion to what it once was. And you can do that by purchasing our patented yellow brick technology made with space-age polyethylene. Luigi won't know it hit him when the sharp points plug up his leg.
Don't do it.
And it'll make for a nice pastime for your ghost friends. Protect tradition. Protect history. Buy brick now.
So to be clear, your goal here is to get the ghosts of more racists into the house.
Yes.
Yeah, let's do it.
I agree it was. So now back to our walls and curtain coverage of the wedding cake. Ingrid, can you provide me with an update on what I found?
No, Wario, I'm not giving you an update. For too long, I have been paid exclusively in raw coin, which can only be used to purchase supplements. Arm Force Plus, Brain Force Plus, they don't even work. What I really need is Sandwich Force Plus. Who's with me?
Yeah!
What do we want?
Sandwich!
When do we want it?
Now!
What do we want?
Sandwich!
When do we want it?
Now!
What do we want?
Sandwich!
When do we want it?
Now!
So the highest quality, very, very good stuff.
Don't worry, Wario. I'll take care of this paid protester. Off to the gorilla gulag.
Now, I know this Latino worshiper over here has put ideas in your heads, but I really have your best interests in mind. And don't forget, we're having that toad whistleblower. It's going to give us a historic insight into the host of all's dastardly plans. And help with that is our second guest, Chakalea. Great song, Shadow. Real emotional storytelling about how the only way to be good in this world is to hit you with the toast thing is evil.
Yeah, it's about me and everything I've been through.
I didn't know you had to take one step forward and take 2 steps back.
Yeah, that was when they didn't let me rename my PayPal to X.com.
Really, you're getting shit out of that song.
Yes.
Can these things play kind of exile too? After all, I'm a passive exile gamer!
I don't think you are.
Can you ban this guy?
Yeah, sure. Let me call my producer real quick.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, can we get the co-host?
Which co-host?
Okay, see, well, there's me, Shadow, and there's the other guy.
Oh, what's his name?
Yeah, what's your name?
It's Max.
Oh yeah, can we do it Max?
Let me check. No, you cannot get rid of Max.
Are you sure we can't
I am absolutely
do me a
sure.
favor?
I am absolutely sure I will never do you a favor.
Pull any strings?
No. We can get you more co-hosts.
Alright, I see you. You tried hard.
Yeah.
We're good.
Okay.
Well, in that case, I can bring my own co-host.
Who's that?
This is my emotional support son.
You mean Human Shield?
His name is, and I think he's 7.
Was that his name, or are you mumbling?
I don't know. I asked his mom, but I don't know her name either. Oh no, I need a new one. Anyone want to help me make a new one? I'll make sure you get a free horse. This is almost as tragic as when I lost my first child, Maria.
Sad. You heard children being hurt.
She was assassinated by Mushroom 13.
That's why I'm so happy Bowser is putting a wall around the kingdom.
She died in my arms, Maria.
Keep calling it out, if he knows how.
That didn't happen. Like, Maria wasn't shot. He's just Marty now. Like, you have a son, he transitioned, he's alive, and as well as he could be given, you're his father. Just stop being weird about this.
Maria!
Can you believe this is why he bought Twitter?
It's X now, stop dead naming. Speaking of things I own, my 2006 hit video game for one of the most based and epic decisions in all of games, a neutral morality tree.
Wait. It enters the ability to just do nothing.
Yeah,
But that's just acquiescence to power. It's evil by default.
this guy gets it.
As a true sense, I was enjoying the games on the morality system like Bioshock. Between the extremes of saving all the little sisters and harvesting them for their atom,
You mean adrenochrome?
adrenochrome is a very serious issue. Really shouldn't make light of it. Anyway, the true center's option is, of course, to save only half the children.
Okay, fine. How do you decide which half to save?
Biased.
Hey, can I harvest my own timber for Adam?
Why would you need to harvest children for Adam? I thought you were the ultimate life form.
You can't improve on perfection. Anyways, if anyone wants to join me, I'm starting a compound in the desert.
I think the problem, Shadow, is that nobody wants to have any children. I think the problem is that their reproductive system simply isn't ready to bear the ultimate life form.
Yeah, that's right.
Nobody knows the people in the reproductive system, quite like me, Wario. And that's why you should head down to my website and buy Moon Force Plus. You're guaranteed to double, triple, even quadruple ovulate. You're blasting so many eggs to solve the national egg shortage. Go down to Dr. Waluigi's huge national. What are you doing?
I'm shutting down Dr. Waluigi's Huge Naturals. So much that I don't even have the image for it in this slide deck, but he has it in that one. It's weird.
Anyway, how's Tesla doing? I don't need or anything, but we're here.
Tesla's doing great. Stock's never been higher. We're gonna put self-driving cars in the Starlight Zone this time tomorrow.
Should we check the community notes on that?
No, don't do that over. Grok, back me up, Grok. Grok is the woke mind virus.
Computers get those these days.
Well, at least Bowser is driving a Cybertruck.
It's on fire.
It was supposed to do that. X-Hug out.
toast of all his plans by heading down Isle Delfino.
And what exactly are the toads doing in Isle? Oh, this is just another excuse for you to do an expensive vacation, isn't it?
No, the toads are totally planning attacks on the Delfinos on the beach, in the hotel, on the scenic hiking trails. I gotta get down there and uncover the truth.
What about the whistleblower toad?
What toad?
Hey, that was InfoWario, everybody. We'd like to thank Dr. Waluigi and his huge naturals, Dan Jordan from Knowledge Fight, for covering this fucking piece of shit. The current hell world in which we live in, and Swipe for making all supplements possible. That QR code will take you to our various social media. We have a Discord, a Blue Sky, a YouTube, a Twitch, and an OnlyFans, which is, of course, the best way to follow us. And we still have 4 more fucking panels here, and they're all today. Follow the House of Miyazaki about how Miyazaki is a talentless hack. Pokemon Film Review Hour, because I watch all the Pokemon films, so you have to hear about it. And Super Mario Bros. Super Panel, where we talk about the Super Mario Bros. Super Show. There's also Anime Survivor, where we put anime characters in a Survivor Simulator to see who will win. I wonder how Wario will do. Probably terribly. You are not going to be a character this time. It didn't work out well last time. But again, you can follow us there. Our schedule is on our Discord. So, thank you all for coming. And yeah, that's all I have to say. We did it. Can I go to the front? I love when, oh yeah, we have business cards up front and badge ribbons. I'm sorry, I forgot about that. So if you'd like a business card or a badge ribbon,